Okay, I think we are live on YouTube. Let me go ahead. Let's jump over to Facebook as well. Let's see if we can get Facebook sparked up. If you are here, guys, if you are with us, please, please, please let me know. Please let me also know if you can hear me. Obviously the audio is sometimes kind of weird. So let me know. Let me know if you guys can hear me loud and clear. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? We got Christopher, we got James, Unleashed, Francisco, we got Stationary. All right, let me see if we got some people here on Facebook as well. Facebook always takes a long time to get people in here, but let's try and do it. Hopefully we're live on Facebook. All right, awesome. I can hear you loud and clear. Perfect. Fallen, Jared, Gerardo. Did I say that right? Gerardo, right? Wendy, Manny, Chris, Mike, Daniel, Ranger, Leland. We got James Berryman in the house. What's up, brother? Thank you for tuning in. Second Amendment family, hell yeah. Donald, John, Kevin, James, just trying to get some shout outs to the people who are here. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. Awesome. Thank you, Remy. Good to go. Good to go. Are we live? Are we live? All right, guys. Well, it's really good to see you. Let's go ahead and get started so I don't take up too much of your day. At the end of this video, I'm going to give away some i1R2 Pros. We got some Lake Blue ones. So hang out with us because you could win a free flashlight at the end of this video. I am currently live on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok all at the same time. So if my eyes look like they're not exactly looking directly at you at the camera, it's because I'm looking at comments, I'm looking at a couple different cameras and all that good stuff. So if I'm like talking and I'm like, hey, how's it going, guys? Well, I'm probably like looking and referring to someone else, but thank you for understanding. So, Eddie, what's going on? I see you, brother. I see you. Charlie, just another way to raise hell in the office. Heck yeah! All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're used to tuning in every single Friday, I was not here last Friday. Thank you guys for your patience on that. I was actually on a vacation with my girlfriend's family. We took a beautiful trip. We flew out to Lake Huron in Michigan and got to enjoy the lake. If you didn't know, Lake Huron is actually the second largest Great Lake. So it's Lake Superior, and then there's Huron. Superior is so big that it's almost too cold to actually enjoy it. If you're going fishing or something like that, then maybe Superior might make sense for you. But Huron, a little bit smaller than Superior, so that way it warms up a little bit more. So because of that, we were able to swim. We went out on the canoes, the kayaks, all that kind of stuff. So it was really, really nice, but appreciate you guys' patience. It's really good to be back with you guys. I love being on vacation, but it feels good to get back, especially when we have a lot going on. So today I want to talk a little bit about the OD Green Warrior 3S, okay? We just came out with this guy on Monday, so we have the Warrior 3S already. Obviously, we do because we just came out with it in the Elements set for our summer sale. But on Monday, so just a few days ago, we released it in OD Green for the very first time. So we're really stoked about this OD Green. We're really happy with the color, the way it came out. I think you guys are too. I mean, there's really nothing to be said about this. Like for the tan flashlights that we come out with, I understand sometimes it might be a little bit darker than you want it to be. It might be not the exact tan that you're looking for, but with the green, this is the exact green that I'm looking for. I don't know about you guys, but like, I think we absolutely nailed it on this green. I'm loving this color right here, especially with the black accents. I think that looks really fresh. We've got the collar here going around the side switch that's in black, and obviously inside of that collar we have the lumen level indicator and the battery level indicator, which I'll show you here in a bit. Also, it does have our dual direction black pocket clip, so it's going to be really low profile. It's going to be pretty much completely concealed when you really think about it, especially if you're going to carry it with it bezeled down here with the clip near the tail cap right there. And then also, of course, we have the black bezel there as well that matches those other two components. We still have the stainless steel tail switch there, so no changes there. And then the actual switch itself there on the side is black as well. So I think it looks really good with the green, guys. I'm glad to see that we did it with this product specifically because I think it was long overdue. If I'm going to be honest, I think we probably should have come out with this before some of the other versions. It makes sense to make a tactical flashlight in OD green. But, you know, there's not much I can say about that because that's the past. But all that matters is that this is actually available now. Okay. So the Warrior 3S, this is the version that is made out of aluminum. So this is the one that is still 2,300 lumens. If you guys remember, we came out with the titanium version and we actually had to back down on the lumens to make sure it didn't get too hot because the titanium material heats up a lot faster than aluminum or copper. We talked a lot about that during the summer sale, but this one is made out of anodized aluminum. And because of that, we're able to continue to have the 2,300 lumen turbo mode on this. It has several other settings as well. If you guys, pay attention to our YouTube channel, you'll see that I actually released a video last night talking about pretty much everything about this light. I unboxed it. I showed the performance at night, talked about all the settings, the UI, the way it works. Pretty much did anything that I would want to know about this light in that video. Best part about that YouTube video as well is we're doing a giveaway in that video for one of these. This is not a super cheap flashlight, guys. These cost over $100. So I would highly suggest jumping over to that video after this live video and at least entering to win one of these. Because I don't know about you guys, but I would like to win a flashlight that costs over $100, right? So check that out, guys. I posted it last night. It's the Olight World YouTube channel, and it is our newest video on there. So yeah, so that's what's going on with that. That's what I was doing yesterday, right when I got back in town. I get back in town, of course, 5 seconds later, I'm making a YouTube video before I even unpack. So there you go. That's working for Olight for you. So anyways, so this again has the indicators going around the switch. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll just go ahead and put it on moonlight mode there. But the way that you access moonlight mode is by simply holding down the side switch until the light turns on. And we're actually at 1 lumen right there. You guys can actually see it in the camera, which is good. Sometimes you can't even see the 1 lumen. But for this, it actually lasts for 55 days straight if it's fully charged. So if you take this flashlight, you put it on the charger until the light turns green, you take it off the charger, you hold down the side switch and turn it on moonlight mode, you can literally have it sitting on a table for almost 2 months before it turns off. Okay? It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yes, it's 1 lumen. It's not the brightest thing in the world. But if you need to have light for a long period of time, put it on moonlight, set it on the table, and just leave it there. 2 months later, it'll finally turn off. We also have, if I hold it down, we're going to jump up to the 15 lumen mode, which is, you can see here, significantly brighter. And then we can hold it down again. That'll take you to the 200 lumen setting. So this will get you to your medium setting, which is going to show up as 2 LEDs on the surrounding the side switch there. So if you see 2 LEDs, you know that it's medium mode. If I hold it down again, that's going to take us up to high mode, which is around 800 lumens. The 800 lumen high mode is going to show 3 LEDs on the left side of the switch, indicating that it is high. And then we're going to go ahead and jump up to the turbo mode, which, as you guys can see, is crazy bright. Oh, my watch is thinking I'm talking to it. Pretty normal. So you guys can see here, the turbo mode is extraordinarily bright. Look how bright this is, guys. Do you see this over my shoulder? Man. Okay. Okay, the 2300 lumens is extraordinarily bright, as you can see. So we've got 1 lumen, 15, 200, 800, and then we have the 2300 as well. And then we also have strobe mode, which you can access by doing a triple tap, just like that, which I won't do for long. So that's how it works, guys. And then let's move on to the tail switch now, because that was pretty much everything with the side switch. So the tail switch actually has two different configurations, and each configuration has two separate modes. So there's the standard configuration where it goes from medium mode for a half press, and then you do a full press that'll take you all the way to the 2300 lumen turbo. You can cycle between medium and turbo if you would like. But then you can switch over to tactical mode where you can go from turbo to strobe. So you cycle between turbo and strobe. It really depends on what you're doing, guys. Sometimes you do want to have immediate access to strobe. Maybe you're going on a walk late at night. Maybe you are in an area that isn't the best and you're walking back to your car or something like that, where you might need to rock out the strobe real quick. It just depends on the situation that you guys are in. Obviously, you will come up with the idea of whether you want to have standard or tactical, but I'm just letting you guys know there's two different configurations here. So I'm going to go ahead and show you here. So here is medium mode, and then here is turbo mode. So if I do a half press, we're going to go to medium, and then if I do a full press, we're going to go to turbo. You can see that drastic change in output. There it is, and there it is. So if I wanted to go to the tactical configuration like I talked about, you're going to fully press the tail switch. So I'm on turbo, fully pressing the tail switch. Now I'm going to press the side switch at the same time, and you can see it goes into strobe. Now I'm in the tactical tail switch setting. So now I'm going to do a half press, which takes you to turbo, and then a full press takes you to strobe. So there you go, guys. You got the medium turbo, and then you can hold it down, hit the side switch at the same time, then you have the turbo and the strobe. And those are the two configurations that you can do with the tail switch itself. So you got your 6 settings with the side switch. You got your 4 settings with 2 different configurations with the tail switch. And then again, on top of that, like what I was talking about, we have the LEDs that go around that side switch. So you have your lumen levels on the left, like what I was just saying. And then you have your battery level on the right. So the battery level is indicated by 4 LEDs. Those 4 LEDs are naturally going to do the different percentages of your battery level. So 25, 50, 75, and 100. So when you turn on your flashlight and you're using it, when it pulls up that battery level, you know, okay, I'm at 75%, okay, I'm at 50%. So that way you know, do I need to charge this flashlight soon? Or am I going to be good to go for another couple days, whatever it is, right? Lucifer, what's up, man? Good to see you in here. I really appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. I love seeing people who usually tune in today because I didn't actually do a live video last week because I was gone, like what I was saying. So thank you guys for bearing with me last week and are still tuning in this week. We really appreciate it. So that is that's how the light works, guys. That's pretty much the whole thing. Another thing I want to mention as well is it does have a proximity sensor for the high and the turbo setting. So if I go ahead and turn it on turbo, which I can do with a double tap from the side switch, I'm going to go ahead and bring my hand towards the flashlight, and you can see it dim down just like that. So I'm going to do it one more time, and you can see it ramp back up literally immediately when I move the object out of the way. I'm going to do it again, and there you go. So it dims down, all right? And it only does that on high and turbo. It doesn't need to do that on moonlight, low, and medium because it takes a while to get hot on the lower settings. But the high and the turbo do get hot quickly, and that's not because it's an Olight flashlight. It's simply because it's a high output LED flashlight, okay? So any flashlight that you get literally from any brand, if it has thousands and thousands of lumens, it's going to get hot if it has a standard LED, right? We talked earlier about the LEP lights, like the Valkyrie Turbo that we came out with recently, where it's an LEP flashlight. The reason why it doesn't get so hot is because it doesn't use a super high output LED giving you thousands of lumens. The lumens are actually really low on an LEP light because it's a laser that's projecting. So because of that, an LEP light has very low lumens, so it doesn't get as hot. But flashlights that have over 2,000 lumens get hot. I don't care what the brand is, they all get hot, okay? But we have some features in this thing to help with that. We also have heat sinks. We also have completely optimized the PCB board, how it functions, in order to create some efficiencies in place to where it won't get as hot as maybe some flashlights did a few years back, right? So we're putting brand new technology in this light. We have safety features in it. And the UI, as you can see, has pretty much every feature that you could possibly dream of. And that's pretty much my rundown of the Warrior 3S and how it works. I think I hit all the points. Last thing I want to mention, if you would like to, it also is compatible with our lock-on remote switch. We got a lot of people out there who love the Warrior series lights and they prefer to have this on their rifle versus having the Odin series or something like that. Especially maybe you have an OD green build. I got a couple buddies who have some really cool OD green AR builds. And for you guys, this would look freaking sweet on there, right? All you do is just get one of our offset mounts. This is a 1-inch body, which is great to see with the fact that it has a 21700 battery. So even with a 21700 battery that's 5,000 milliamps, we're still able to keep the body at 1 inch, meaning that you can use our 1-inch mount, which obviously we recommend, but you can use third-party 1-inch mounts as well. All it does is just clamp around the body of the light. And then from there, you can purchase our optional remote switch that locks onto the back, and then you can attach that with the adapter to your Picatinny rail. So there's all kinds of ways that you can use this light, guys. I'm a really big fan of the Warrior 3S. You guys know that I love carrying the really small lights. I love the Baton 3. I'm a real big fan of the i3T as well. But sometimes those lights just don't really cut it, man. Sometimes you need a light that has that capability of having the instant strobe with the tail switch. It can go up to over 2,000 lumens. It has amazing run times on the lower settings because of that 21700 battery. So this flashlight's capabilities for its size, I think, is really remarkable, and it's worth carrying something this large because of all those features that you're getting from it. You know, I don't want to carry something large and heavy for no reason. I don't want to carry something large and heavy when I can carry something that isn't large and heavy and still get the job done, right? We want efficiency. So because of that, I think the size of this is okay because of what you're getting from the flashlight. Like, we maxed out the features. Peak throw, thank you, Vet, 300 meters. It's got a 300 meter beam distance on this. I'm sorry I didn't mention that. Thank you for bringing that up. 300 meters, guys. For a pocket flashlight, I mean, like, are you going to need to see further than that with just a regular pocket flashlight doing daily tasks? I don't know, probably not. So because of that, I think it really meets all your needs. And I think it's small enough to be able to put in your pocket. Quick rundown on the specs. I keep talking about putting it in your pocket. It's 5.5 inches long. Okay, we got a 5.5 inch light. I think it's 5.47 inches if we want to get super technical with it, but just 5.5 inches, right? And then in terms of the weight with the battery inside of it, it's 6.21 ounces. So a hair over 6 ounces. I don't know about you guys, but I have some overbuilt pocket knives that weigh over 6 ounces. We even make some pocket knives ourselves that weigh over 6 ounces. So this thing isn't crazy heavy. It's not crazy heavy, and it's not crazy big. You can see it in my hand like that. And then again, with the deep carry pocket clip, you've got the pocket clip going all the way to here. So that means everything below my finger right now is not going to be seen. All of that is going to be completely in your pocket. So you can fully conceal it as well. So that's not an issue. And it comes with a sheath if you want to put it on your belt, you know? I don't really carry flashlights in a sheath if I'm like in an urban environment, but if I'm out in the woods, heck yeah, why wouldn't you put it on your belt? just like you would put a fixed blade knife or something like that. Obviously, if you're walking around a city or something like that, you're not going to have a massive bushcraft fixed blade hanging from your belt. But if you're out in the woods and you're doing outdoorsy stuff, why wouldn't you have all your gear on your belt? Who cares who sees it? You know what I mean? So you have that capability as well. It comes with a nylon sheath that you can throw on your belt. And then, of course, it comes with the MCC3 smart charging cable. Obviously, you can charge it. We're not going to force you to buy a charging cable or something like that with these. It just comes with it, okay? So that's where we are with the Warrior 3S. These are 10% off for this month only. It's a similar deal like what we did with the Valkyrie Turbo, where it's not a part of a one-day flash sale or anything like that. We decided to go ahead and make this one available for the entire month at a 10% off discount. So if you want to pick it up, get it while they're in stock. They're not limited edition, but this first batch, we didn't make too many of them. So if you want to nail it, grab it for 10% off. And there you go. Okay. OD Green Warrior 3S. Does anybody have any questions about this? Speaking of pocket knives, I'm really liking my Parrot with the micarta handle. So I actually have mine right here. Yeah. So I'll mention this, and look, I'll say it because it really is the truth. I've been carrying this micarta Parrot more than any other knife that we make. Okay. I really like the Zilla a lot. I'm a big fan of the Zilla, but I don't want to carry a massive knife all the time. I am a fan of the smaller EDC stuff. And like what I just said, if I can have something that's smaller and more efficient that can take care of the same tasks for me, I'm going to do it, right? The reason why I think the Warrior 3S makes sense is because you're not going to get over 2,000 lumens sustainably out of a flashlight that is smaller than this. So I can't replace the Warrior 3S with the Baton 3 because this has better run times, better performance. Is it twice the size? Yeah, it is. But you see what I'm saying? Whereas with this Parrot, I can cut anything with this, right? I'm not going to baton with it. I'm not going to make a massive fire with it. But opening boxes, zip ties, cables, any normal EDC stuff, I'm going to knock it out with the Parrot, right? So I'm a huge, huge fan of this knife just because of the shape of it, the fit and finish, the size of it, the blade shape itself, and the front flipper. Just rolling your thumb back like that and just having it rip on the ball bearings. And then look at the action on this. Look at the action. Do you see this? Drops shut. And this pivot isn't loose, guys. I've got a bank vault right here. There's no side-to-side movement, up and down. It's got a nice early lockup, and it just drops shut. I mean, I could play with this thing all day. So I love the Parrot, guys. I love the Parrot. I will be biased about the Parrot. But personally, for my needs, it's the best knife we make, okay? Carry my Parrot every day. That's awesome to hear, John. Isn't it awesome to carry? It's so practical, and it's so fun to play with. It's so well built. It's got a deep carry pocket clip, so nobody's even going to know you have a knife in your pocket. It's awesome. Jimmy, carry my Parrot every day. That is awesome. Cool. Good to hear. I love the Parrot as well. Thank you, Cami. Appreciate that. My B-Day is on the 13th. Need one? Absolutely. Okay. Any questions, guys? Do you guys have any questions before we go ahead and jump into the giveaway here? I know I'm just kind of I feel like I've said a lot of information, but I know I'm just kind of rambling as well. So pair this with the Zilla. I know, right? The Zilla, playing with it because of the action and just the amazing fit and finish of that knife. It's one of my favorite fidget factor knives. I know we joke around about that, the fidget factor. But the Zilla, I mean, you could just open and close that thing just all day, and it's so much fun. It's so well built. The detent on those things is so snappy. It's just whack. Anyways, Will you guys be coming out with pressure switches for these? Nick, if you're asking about the Warrior 3S, we do make a pressure switch for it. We absolutely do. The tail switch of this light is actually milled out to accept our lock-on remote switch. You can see this kind of big line going around the back right here. That is built to accept the lock-on remote switch. So you can get the one, like the one that works for the Odin series. It's the same. It's the same tail cap like design of the Odin, basically. Okay. But yes, if you want to put the Warrior 3S on a rifle, like what I was saying, if you have an OD green build, you're trying to build out that theme, you can easily put this on your rifle with a 1-inch mount and the lock-on remote switch. Fully compatible. Yeah. It is not neutral white. It is not neutral white. The Warrior 3S is cool white. I showed the YouTube video that I came out with yesterday. I did show it pretty extensively late at night, like in a park, and you can very easily see the hot spot and how it's cool white. I will say this though, it's a very nice cool white. So sometimes lights can be too cool. Too cool, what the heck? Yes, flashlights can be too cool and have almost a bluish, purplish tint, which is way too far on the cool white spectrum. I do not like that. This is not like that. It's your traditional standard cool white beam. It's not bluish, but it's also not yellow either. It's right there kind of in that lane of between cool white to blue cool white and to yellow warm white. It's just like right there in the slot. So I like that. How do you buy the switch by itself? It's just on our website. On our website. You know what? Let me pull up our website. I just want to make sure that I'm telling you guys the right information. You can buy it from our website. I just want to make sure that it actually is available right now. Okay, we got the RPL. That one's for the PL Pro. And yes, we got it right here, the ROD7 remote switch. Yep. It's right in the accessories section of our website. If you don't want to search around, you can just go to the search bar on our site and just type in remote pressure switch, or you could literally just type in remote and it would pop up as well because that would trigger that keyword. But it's easy to find. It's just the accessories section on our site. Let's see. Kelvin temperature, I'm not completely sure. Let me see if that's on our site. I'm sorry, I don't want to be like searching around on the website while I'm live. I know that's like kind of boring to see me just like using a computer, but I want to check it out. I want to see if we have that. Let's see here. 23,000 candela, and yeah, I don't see it on here. If you want to send me an email, I can definitely get that for you because I'm interested as well. Yeah. ROD7 fits the newer Warrior 3, 3S, X3, and Turbo. You're completely right, Jason. You're completely right, Jason. I know, I feel like I'm like doing a computer tutorial right now. I'm like, okay, everyone check the box to your left and we will continue. But is there a way to deactivate the sensor on the Warrior 3S? I'm not completely sure. I've never done that before, just being honest with you. There's probably a way. But that's kind of a question that I would need to actually ask like our technical engineering side and see if they put that in the PCB board programming. It just depends on if they put that in the UI. I'm not 100% sure. I know a couple of the other lights that we've had proximity sensors on, people have figured out how to turn those off, but I'm not sure about the Warrior 3S specifically. Can we get a spike bezel for the Warrior 3S? So the Warrior 3 has a spike style bezel. I can ask them about seeing if we can sell those separately. Part of the reason why we put a smoother style bezel on the Warrior 3S is because the 3S version right here, we made for daily carry, which is why we put a smoother bezel on it and a proximity sensor. We did that on purpose to make it more pocket friendly, right? So the way that our like marketing slogan, I guess you could say, for the Warrior 3S is a pocket friendly tactical flashlight, because it doesn't have that spike bezel that's, you know, jabbing you in the leg or hitting your keys or whatever the heck is else in your pocket. And then the proximity sensor makes sure that it doesn't, you know, stay turned on at the higher lumen level settings if it's inside of your pocket and gets too hot or something like that. So if you want to have more of like a tactical version of the Warrior 3S, the Warrior 3 is available, and that one doesn't have those pocket features, if that makes sense. If you're just going to put it on a rifle or something like that, and you aren't even going to carry this in your pocket, then just disregard all the pocket carry stuff I've talked about. You could go with the Warrior 3, which also has the lock-on remote switch capability as well. You can put that same ROD7 remote switch that's available on our website right now on the Warrior 3 as well. So, yeah. When we all have the Baton 3 rechargeable case separately? That's a good question as well. Does anyone want to have the Baton 3 charging case separately besides you? Does anybody just bang it on the ground a little? Does anyone want to purchase the charging case separately? Because here's the thing. So we came out with the Baton 3 Premium Edition, right? And the Premium Edition means that it came with the wireless charging case, okay? So we sold a lot of different versions of the Baton 3 with the charging case. So then we started getting complaints from people saying, we want to buy the Baton 3 without the charging case because I already have 5 of them from previous Baton 3s that I've already purchased. So we were in the situation where people were telling us to stop selling the charging case because they already had it. And now we sold the Baton 3 in the stainless steel version without the charging case, and we have people asking us to offer the charging case again. So we can't win. But I think like that was the situation, and that's why we kind of put it away for now, is because we were almost over, like what you're saying, you're right, John. We were almost overselling the charging case because people were having to buy it when they didn't even need it. And now people don't have it, and now they need it. So I could ask them about it, see if maybe we could put it on the site. I'm not even sure if we even have cases without the flashlights, like in some kind of packaging. Like that's not even really a SKU that's available. So it'd have to be something new that we're offering. Okay, mix and match the Baton 3 with a case of their choice. That would be really cool. It would make shipping and developing SKUs and all that stuff difficult as well. I think we do a lot more customization efforts than most brands, especially a company of our size who, you know, gets thousands of orders. You know, the i5T Plus, if you guys remember that, where we did it in a bunch of different colors. We did the twist and the pebble version. We did the cool white, the warm white, the neutral white. Do you guys remember all that? That was one of the most wild things that I've ever seen us do, and really any company do, in terms of the configurations and the different things that you can choose of a company of our size that's making production level stuff, you know? So we do a lot of customization efforts. If you've noticed, we've started coming out with cool white and neutral white a lot more. We've been giving you guys those choices as well a lot more frequently. So we're coming back to the customization efforts. If you guys remember, a few years back, we came out with all of our flashlights in cool white and neutral white. And then we kind of did away from that because we realized that most people were just buying cool white. So then we did away with that, and we were pretty much only offering flashlights in cool white for a long period of time, if you guys remember that. And now we're going back to it to where we're finally offering stuff in neutral white again. So we're just trying. All I'm saying is you guys can see the effort. You guys can see that we're following our customers. We're trying to do what you guys tell us to do. Like, you told us we were making too many charging cases. We did away with it. You wanted more options. You wanted to see neutral white again. You wanted to see lights in more colors and more configurations. We did it, right? So we're always trying to do stuff that's going to make our customers happy. And you can see that the things that we're doing are because of what our customers are saying. So if you guys want to see something, if you want to see something happen, I would highly suggest sending us an email to cs@olightstore.com, because our customer service team actually records suggestions. When we get a suggestion, we actually write it down and we actually log it. So then we can go back to our data and see how many times do people say that they wanted to buy a charging case separately? How many times do people say they wanted to get this flashlight in neutral white? How many times did somebody say they wanted titanium? You know what I'm saying? We're always looking at the data and trying to figure out, like, what are people asking about the most? What should we do? But most of the decisions that we make are because of what our customers are asking. But it depends on how many customers are asking for it, because we're a business. We can't do something just because one person asks about it. You know what I'm saying? But if something develops momentum, if something starts trending, if there's a topic that like people start talking about a lot, then we're going to say, hey, you know what? People are talking about this a lot. We might want to look into it. And then we kind of go from there, you know? So that's kind of how we look at your guys' suggestions from a company standpoint. But if you give us a suggestion, if you email us or you talk to live chat or something like that, and you say, hey, you know what? It'd be really cool to see this. It is worth it to do that. It is, because we record it. We look at it. We don't just say, okay, whatever, yeah. We don't do that. Like, we really do look at your suggestions and we do consider them. So if you want to see something happen, send us an email. Also, you can talk about it in our Facebook group. We have Olight employees in that Facebook group 24/7. If you say something, if you make a post and you say, you know what, guys, I would love to see this, and then a bunch of people comment and say, heck yeah, man, that's a great idea. I'd love to see it too. We're really going to pay attention to that post that you did, because there's a lot of people saying, yeah, I want to do that, you know? So send us emails, talk about stuff in the Facebook group, comment on our posts. Please comment on our posts. If you look at our Facebook page, I know some people don't have Facebook, but if you look at our Facebook page, most of the posts are us asking you guys what you want. We'll be like, hey, check out this stainless steel flashlight. What do you want to see in this material next? Or what do you want to see in blue next, or green, or whatever? Most of our social media posts is us trying to ask you guys what you want, which is pretty wild, because I feel like most companies like don't really do that. Like, how many I know, you know, companies do market research, they do product research, they do focus groups, all that kind of stuff that companies do to figure out like what customers want. But how many companies do you know that straight up come out and say like, hey, what do you want us to make? You know, not that many, right? So I think it's pretty cool that we do that. But just know that your word counts and it actually does something. So it's worth it, guys. It's worth it to tell us what you want, what you like, what you don't like. It's worth it. Love the polls. Yes, Jason, exactly. We do polls on Facebook all the time, or we say, hey, what would you prefer between these 4 different options? And we have people vote on stuff. That's another great example of us asking you for your feedback. We also just set up something new on our website that I do actually want to mention to you guys. So let me find it here. It might be at the bottom. Where are you? I can't find it here. It might have been. So anyway, I'll mention this to you guys. So we're working on something me see if we can find community. I'll have to look for it. I don't see it on here. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find something here. But so we're setting something new on the website called a community section. And in the community section, you can actually submit things on our website directly. So it's not just a social media post. It's not just a comment on something. You can actually submit things on our website directly. And you can do things like send us pictures. You can do things like give us feedback on our website. There's a section there where you can actually submit if you see any issues on our website. You can even submit saying like, hey, I noticed something weird going on your website. Just wanted to let you know. So we're going to have this new section on our website called Community where you guys can actually submit things to us directly on our website instead of it being on a third-party social media platform or something like that. So that's another thing that we're doing as well. We don't joke around when we say that this is the Olight community, the Olight family. It really is. Like we're literally setting up a section on our website to where you can tell us things, which is really cool too. It's almost like a forum. It's pretty sweet. Anyways, voice of community. Exactly. You're right. Yep, that's what it is. So it's something new that we set up. I think it's really cool. Definitely check that out. We'll talk about it more in the future. It's brand new. We literally just put it on our website today, actually. I got a notification this morning from our IT team saying, hey, the voice of community, the community section on our website, we've actually set up and we're ready to rock and roll. So you might want to check that out too. Anyways, I've been talking for a long time, guys. Hopefully I told you some things that are interesting. Hopefully you learned some things about the Warrior 3S. We went completely over this light and everything that it does. With that said, let's go ahead and give away some i1R2 Pros in Lake Blue to some lucky winners, okay? Thank you, Brett. Thank you. I don't know why I was having issues finding it. I'm on the desktop version. We understand that most of you guys use mobile. I think last time we looked at the data, it said maybe like 85% of our customers are looking at our website on a mobile platform, which makes sense. Everybody has a phone. Not everybody has a personal, like regular standard computer. So because of that, when we're looking at our website and we're testing things and stuff like that, most of the time we're focused on mobile. But Brett just posted a link right here to the new Voice of Community page, and it's literally just olightstore.com/community. So you can do that as well. But I thought I would mention that is something brand new that we literally just started this morning. It was like 8 a.m. and they were like, hey, the community section's up on the website. Go check it out. So it's something that actually just happened. Last thing I want to mention, guys, and we're going to get set up with this giveaway. I just remembered something. Obviously, I like getting you guys excited about Olight. You might want to pay attention to what's going on next week. Winky, wink, wink, wink. Okay, next week is going to be very, very exciting. You might want to not spend a bunch of money this weekend. You might want to have some money for next week is all I'm trying to say. There's nothing else I can say about it. I really can't say anything more than that. But next week is going to be really awesome. It's going to be intense. There's going to be some really cool stuff going on. A lot of things that you've never seen before. And that's going on next week. So pay attention to our social media and our newsletter starting early next week. Winky, wink, wink, wink. Okay? Next week is going to be a lot of fun. Okay, cool. All right. So anyways, we got a new section on the website that's completely community-based, and we've got some really cool August stuff going on next week. So those are my updates for you. So get excited. Enjoy the weekend. Next week's going to be freaking awesome. With that said, let's give away some stuff. So we're going to do the giveaway first on TikTok. We're going to do it afterwards on YouTube, of course. And then, of course, we're going to do slow Facebook after that. There's no favorites being played. I'm literally just doing it in the order of lags so that people aren't able to cheat, because we don't want someone to be able to hear something before someone else and then they can cheat and be able to put the answer in first. So because of that, TikTok's the fastest platform, then YouTube, and then Facebook is the laggiest. So we're going to start with TikTok. If you guys are on TikTok, we're about to do a giveaway for you guys for an awesome keychain flashlight, 180 lumens, USB Type-C charging, literally the best keychain light in the business. We're going to give one of those away. The way that you are able to try and win is we are going to go ahead and have you guys guess a random number between 1 and 50. I'm going to have a number in my head that I'm not going to tell you, and you have to guess what it is. So it's completely by chance. It's literally luck. So when I say go, guess a number between 1 and 50. If you guess a number that's more than 50, there's no way you're going to win. That's impossible. So when I say go, guess a number between 1 and 50. Whoever gets the first answer right in the comment section, you win. If you win, I'm going to have you send me an email with your shipping address. I'm going to send you out your light for $0. Free shipping, $0. There's no catch. We're literally just giving you something for free. Okay? So let's go ahead and start it on TikTok in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, TikTok. Guess. 1 through 50. You can type anything in. It doesn't matter what it is. As long as it's between 1 and 50, just type numbers in and submit. That's all you got to do. Okay. Thank you for being patient, YouTube and Facebook. I will get to you guys as soon as I have an answer on TikTok. Here we go. Okay. All right, still looking. Go ahead and guess, guys. Go ahead and guess. Let me just get all of this looked at here so I can make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, still looking. All right, keep guessing, guys. Okay. Still looking, guys. If you're just tuning in, I apologize for being boring. I'm on TikTok looking for the right answer to a giveaway. Okay. Come on now. Give me the answer. Let me give this flashlight away. All right. Oh man, a couple of you guys gotten so close. You've gotten crazy close. All right, I will go ahead and give you guys a hint. A couple of you guys are literally one number off. I'm going to give you a hint that is going to pretty much give away the answer. So get ready for this, all right? Here we go. The correct answer is the age you have to be to buy tobacco in the United States. Ah, there it is. There it is. Perfect. Okay. So the answer is 18 from Bradley Caffey. Bradley Caffey. If I said your last name wrong, I apologize. Okay, cool. All right. So Bradley, congratulations. You win. Correct answer was 18. Bradley, please send me an email to, no, you're right, Bradley. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, Caffey. Oh, I said it right. Okay, good. Awesome, thanks. Congratulations. Please send me an email to Sean, SEAN, @olightstore.com. It's spelled SEAN @olightstore.com. Okay. Just send me an email with your shipping address and I'll go ahead and send out your light. That's all I need to know. Okay. Awesome. All right. Well, TikTok, thank you so much for watching. We got a ton of likes. We got thousands and thousands of likes on TikTok. Thank you guys for tapping your screen and showing your support during this video. You guys have a wonderful weekend, and I hope that you're excited about next week. Obviously, you don't know what's going on next week. All I can tell you, though, is there's some really cool stuff going on next week that you do not know about yet, which is going to be very, very exciting. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week. Okay, TikTok is done. Let's go ahead and do YouTube. Let's go ahead and do YouTube. So on YouTube, we are going to do a number between 50 and 100 because we just did 1 through 50 on TikTok. So we're doing 50 to 100 on, hey, John, by the way, man, you aren't even allowed to guess like that. We haven't even started. But you aren't allowed to guess every single number. You have to actually randomly guess. If you just start guessing 51, 52, 53, 54, then you're going to be disqualified. Like you have to actually randomly guess. So anyways, 50 to 100 for YouTube. We're going to start it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, YouTube, go. Gerardo, you are the starting point. Thank you. Set this as the starting point from Gerardo is the starting point. So there you go. Okay. I am scrolling down. I'm scrolling down. Okay. Actually, there it is. 68 from Win Seti. 68 from Win Seti. Yeah, you were the first 68. Yep, from the starting point that Gerardo set, which I appreciate. The first 68 is from Win Seti. So congratulations, Win. I don't really recognize your name. So thank you for tuning in. If you're new here, if you're not new, I'm glad I finally recognized you. If you could, please send me an email to Sean, SEAN, at olightstore.com. Send me your address and I will ship out your light for free. Okay? Awesome. Very cool. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, YouTube. It's really great to be back. I missed doing the live video last week, but obviously I just didn't have any of the equipment or anything to be able to actually do it, unfortunately. But I'm back from my trip. I'm back ready to rock and roll into the swing of things. And next week is going to be an absolute blast. Again, guys, the OD Green Warrior 3S is available right now on our website. It's just right there on the front, olightstore.com. If you want to pick these up, they are 10% off right now, and it will be free shipping as well on these. Anyways, have a wonderful weekend. Use your flashlights, guys. Stay tuned for next week. It's going to be really exciting, and I'll see y'all later. Peace. Okay.